What's going on, everybody? Anush Kashefi here, and in this video I have something very cool for you. I'm going to teach you what suppliers you should definitely avoid in your dropshipping business and why that is, okay? So in your dropshipping business, you don't want to go through suppliers that are going to screw you over or screw up your shipping times or have any issues. And I had a student come to me just, today, as a matter of fact, and he came to me and he said, hey, Target started canceling my orders, okay? And in my coaching, I do offer Amazon coaching. In my coaching, I specifically say, I give you a list of all the good suppliers, all the bad suppliers, and in that list is the supplier on your screen, Target, right? So Target is well known for, disliking resellers, okay? So there are some suppliers that don't mind. There are some suppliers that aren't into resellers, which is kind of strange because we're making them sales, so you would think, hey, what's the big deal? But some of these suppliers, they just don't want us to use their platform to resell, and that's totally fine. Target is definitely one of those suppliers, and it's kind of strange because, to be honest, I've placed hundreds, maybe thousands of orders at this point through Target, and I have had no issues. But in my time in the dropshipping game, in my time in the e-commerce game, I've realized that Target has screwed over a couple people. And what happens? So you'll go to place your order, and the order it'll go through properly, but then maybe a day later or a few minutes after you place the order will get canceled. And this can happen for a number of reasons. One of them is the reseller. It could be a security on your card, or they just want to check the addresses to see why it doesn't match your shipping and your billing address are not the same, okay? So in some cases that's the reason, and in this case it was because he was a reseller, okay? So in moving forward, he probably will not be using Target as his supplier. There are ways around it, but the thing is, there are so many other suppliers, guys, that the truth is I told him specifically, and I teach my students that you probably shouldn't use Target anyway. He went ahead, he used Target, he probably found an awesome profitable product, and he was like, I'm just going to do it anyway, and if they end up canceling my orders, then I'll deal with it at that point. And that's what's happened. It's not a big deal. It's very easy to deal with cancellations. So now my student is not going to be using Target in the future, but like I said, there's just so many other suppliers that we can use. Walmart is just one of the main suppliers, and if you really think about competition and how this whole game works, if everyone is using Walmart as their supplier, okay, everyone goes to Walmart, and that's the big supplier in this game, then there's going to be fewer margins. There's going to be less products that have those bigger margins because everyone's going to be fighting for those profits and those products. So if you kind of spread yourself across different suppliers, you can find different products, higher profit margins, and so that's something that I would suggest anyway. And yeah, so if you ever come across a supplier that starts canceling your orders, it's not the end of the world. Go ahead and make sure you deal with those orders on Amazon properly so you keep your performance and Amazon happy, and just keep it moving, right? That's what it's all about. There's going to be things that may arise, and it's all about just figuring out the solution, as I've talked about before, and implementing that solution in your business, and keep it moving, baby. Just keep it moving. And this is how you can grow a massive business. So yeah, if you're starting dropshipping, you've been dropshipping, then you may want to rethink Target as your supplier. If you haven't had issues, then maybe you're okay with just continue purchasing until you do get some cancellations, and at that point you can call them and say, hey, what's the deal? And if it is because the reseller, just go ahead, like I said, keep it moving and keep growing your business. If you had products, let's say you had some awesome products that were selling extremely well, like my student came to me and he probably went to Target because he found some great profitable products, but now that he can't sell those from Target, I said, hey, you need to go and try to find other suppliers for those products, okay? You could even go find a lot of those products, right? Buy in bulk and send them into FBA at that point, because you've proven it as a selling product, so you can go and now flip it into FBA. So this is a great way to find a winning product, and hey, you might have lost that supplier, but go ahead and purchase it in bulk from another supplier, send it into FBA, or just find another supplier and dropship it like you were. So that's what I would suggest, guys. Get out there, try to test suppliers. My suggestion for you today, test suppliers. Go ahead and list a couple of a product. If you find a profitable product from, say, Target, go ahead and list a couple of those products and make sure that you process those items after you get the sale. And if everything goes smoothly, the item ships out properly, feel free to relist more of those items. Okay, and what I don't like to do is list like 50 of one item or 35 of one item, because if you were to have an issue, then the last thing you want is to have like 40 problem orders. List like 3 of them, get the orders processed, and then you can always relist more. You can even get the Seller Central app on your phone, and anytime you make a ton of sales of that item, hop on your phone. If you're out eating a sandwich at lunch, or you're on vacation, you're traveling the world and your business is running for you, you can go on your phone, relist 5 more items or relist 10 more items. Okay, my team does all that for me. They handle all of the heavy lifting, right? So the order processing, the inventory management, and all that stuff. But in your case, when you're just starting out, you're going to want to stay on top of it. So I do suggest grabbing the app. It's very cool. You can log in and see what's, your sales are at for the day. So let me see here if I can show you guys. I don't know if it'll look that good, but I'm going to load the screen and see. Oh, someone sent me a request. Okay, here you go, guys. So I don't know if it's going to be able to see that, but I can reload the page, and you can see that, we're at about $5,500 in sales today. But the cool part about that is I can go in the app and I can say, hey, you know what, for this product, put 5 more inventory. So if you're testing a supplier, that's what I would suggest. Test it out, make a couple sales, and if everything goes smoothly, add more inventory. You can do it on your phone, do it inside of your Seller Central dashboard, whatever. All right, so that's the tip for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this supplier training on what suppliers to kind of avoid with your dropshipping business on Amazon and eBay, other platforms as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this, I would love to hear your questions about this training, or comments, likes, anything. If you really like the content, please subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out tons of more content like this for you guys about dropshipping, about building your own successful business from home using the power of e-commerce, like eBay as a platform. My goal, I already have my 6-figure Amazon business this year, but my goal is to take eBay to 6 figures per month in sales, every single month, right? Doing over 100,000 in sales. And so that's the goal. So you guys can follow me on my eBay journey and watch me continue to grow my Amazon store. Hopefully we can get to $250,000 in sales in 30 days. And also, you can watch as my students continue to grow as well. I have students all over the world. One of my students just hit $76,000 in sales in 30 days. Okay, and that's completely, e-commerce, man. Just all Amazon. There's no eBay there. So if you would like to see how these guys are building their 6-figure businesses and growing wildly profitable, automated dropshipping businesses from the comfort of their home, please subscribe. Tell me what you think about this in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much. Have a good one.